Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Sabrina and I would love it so much if you would subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about breastfeeding, pumping, and how I increased my milk supply. If you are someone who is struggling, please know that you're not alone. It was really hard for me at first, and I think I finally found something that works for me, but please know that this is not a one size fits all. There are things that are going to work for you that won't work for me, and vice versa. I'm not a lactation consultant, and if you live in an area where you have one of those available to you, please use them. They are great and wonderful resources. I use one through the WIC office in my town, and my lactation consultant has been absolutely wonderful. I have her number to text her. I message her on Facebook with any questions that I have, and she's really been helpful for me. So I wanted to kind of give that at the beginning of this. I do want to make mention that fed is best, so if you have to formula feed or supplement with formula, please know that that is totally okay. You're doing what is best for your baby and for you. Your mental health through this matters the most, so if it becomes overwhelming, it is totally okay to take a break and to stop altogether if that's what matters to you. Just know that fed is best and you are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, so don't get too discouraged. So one of the first things that people told me whenever I was struggling with getting a milk supply is to make sure that you are drinking enough water. And I will tell you that I drink water, and I was constantly in the bathroom. I was constantly drinking, and I still wasn't getting very much out when I pumped, and it seemed like my son was not getting enough when he ate. I was constantly having to supplement with formula. He just seemed like he was constantly hungry, and I was feeling really defeated. So I know personally for me, I didn't notice a huge change when it came to doing more hydration. Obviously you want to stay hydrated, it's great for your body, and breast milk is consumed mostly of water, so it's definitely important to be drinking enough water, but I personally did not see change from just that. I did drink things like Body Armor and Gatorade. Body Armor helped a little bit. Gatorade, I didn't really notice a huge difference with it, but Body Armor does have a lot of sugar in it, and so some people want to stay away from that. I personally didn't notice a huge increase with Body Armor for me personally, so I don't think that it's something that I would super recommend to people because it didn't really help me that much. Those are the things that I got recommended a lot whenever I was reaching out for help. But the things that were helpful to me is, one, I made sure that I got the right flange size for my breast pump. So I have the Medela pump and style, and I was given a 24mm pump, little flange, and someone actually mentioned that I should try a smaller size because what happened was the breast pump was too big for me, and my whole nipple was going into the thing, and it wasn't able to pump correctly, so that's why I wasn't getting very much out. I'm going to insert a clip here of me showcasing what I got and talking about that a little bit so that you guys can see kind of what they look like, and I'll go over a little bit more in that clip. So I ordered these little flanges off Amazon. These are for my pump, and this is the 19mm. Someone recommended that I get these because they thought that my previous flange, which I think was 24, was too big. So I'm going to wash and sanitize these, and then I'm going to give them a go and let you guys know what I think. So switching flanges really helped me. I went down to a 19mm, which is the smallest that I could find, and if that didn't work, I was going to continually go up, but 19 worked really well for me. What I would suggest doing is I would take a look that when you're pumping, see how the pump fits you, the flange fits you, see what it looks like, and then Google Google it so that you can physically see pictures of what it looks like when a flange is too big or too small. Seeing the visual representation for me really helped me and made me realize that my flange was too large. So that's something that did work for me. But again, I didn't notice like a huge increase with this. I just noticed that I was responding better to the pump. I was still having problems feeding my son and getting a supply built up for my son for when I'm not around him, or for whenever my supply, if it were to drop again. So the thing that I swear by, and I am not sponsored by them, but if they see this and they would like to sponsor me, I would love to be sponsored by you. I gave the Milky Mama supplements a try. I had been contacted by my friend when I was first having problems, and she recommended them. She said that she didn't try them, but she had heard really good things about them. And so I was kind of like, that's not really a personal experience. I'm just gonna wait it out and see. And it got to the point where I was like trying so hard to make everything work, because breastfeeding is something that is really important to me, and I do want to try to make it work. So I was like, I have to try something. And I decided to give them a go. Okay, so one of the things that I'm trying is some supplement type things, and I was recommended this company called Milky Mama, I think. Milky Mama. And they have a lot of different supplements. They have like drops, they have food, they have all kinds of things. I was told to try out the emergency brownies, and I also got some cookies because I've been having a sweet tooth. So I'm just got the package in right now. I'm gonna open it with you guys, and then I'm gonna do a taste test to see what I think of what it tastes like. When you open it up, it says the cute things. This one says every drop count, and on the other side it says your baby loves you so much. That is so cute. Okay, so here is the packaging for the emergency brownies, and then I also got peanut butter chocolate chip cookies because, like I said, having a sweet tooth craving lately. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how much I paid for them. The cookies were $13 and the brownies were $20. So they are kind of expensive, but it has a lot of product in here, it seems like. I will tell you how many cookies and stuff like that there are in here. Oh wow, there's a lot of cookies in here, like a lot of cookies. I think it said to try 2 cookies a day, and then it said 2 brownies as well. We'll triple check that real quick. So I just went and checked. They recommend 1 emergency brownie per day and 2 cookies per day, 1 to 2 cookies per day. So I am gonna try both of them today for you, so I'll be getting a lot, and I'm gonna be testing this out over the next probably week or so before I really tell you what I think of it. I'm super, super excited to give this a go, so let's do the taste test real quick. Okay, so here's what we have. We have the brownie, which looks like this, and then the cookie, which looks like this. So first we're gonna try the cookie. This is really good. Really messy, but really good. Okay, the peanut butter cookies, peanut butter chocolate chip cookies, super love. I would give them a 3.5 out of 5, and the only reason I'm not giving it a full like 4 or 5 is because it was really, really messy, but overall taste was really, really good. That brownie was incredible. It was so moist, so delicious, so like rich. Oh my gosh, those are gonna be hard to not eat them all. Very, 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 very tasty. I'm a 5 out of 5 for me for sure. Definitely suggest those. Okay, so I'm about to show some breast milk, so if that makes you uncomfortable, skip ahead the next part. But it's been a couple hours after I ate the brownie and the cookie, and I can't say for sure if that's why what I'm about to show you happened, but this is how much I just got out. And this was 15 minutes on each breast, and this, I've barely been getting an ounce from both boobs, and this is about 3 ounces, maybe about 2.5 from both boobs. So I almost doubled it, and this is just a few hours after eating those. So I do think that it's working, because this is the most I've got out in a while. I ended up having a couple days where I didn't have them, probably about 5 days where I haven't had them. I just got them in today when I'm filming this, and my supply dipped a little bit, but not too much. I'm still able to feed my son on demand, and I'm still able to pump for backlog to have where I can like store some for when I'm not around him or if my supply drops again. And I definitely think that that was the key that made it work for me. They have all different products to try. I just personally got the cookies and the brownies because I have a sweet tooth, and I thought that those would be the better tasting of the things. So they did have a quiz on their website that I took where it will like kind of pair you with a product that will work for you, and I have heard really great things about their customer service, so definitely check that out. It's just milkymama.com. I think I will leave it linked below for you guys. Again, not sponsored, not an affiliate link by any means. It's just something that really, really worked for me. Breastfeeding breastfeeding is going to be a journey that is going to have its highs and its lows, and I want to remind you again that fed is best and your mental health matters. If you are someone who is struggling and needing extra support and needing to go to formula, that's totally okay. You're not doing anything wrong. You're doing what's best for your baby. And if your mental health is starting to struggle, because breastfeeding is really, really hard, it is a full-time job, and I completely understand if it's starting to take a toll on you mentally, because it did me personally too. It's totally okay to take a step back, to walk away, whatever is going to be best for your mental health. Please remember that. You are not alone if you are struggling. Please reach out to a lactation consultant, or if you just want someone to talk to, please feel free to reach out to me. My inbox is always open. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.